Oh, alright. That spot on 7 o'clock. It's almost like I planned this. Didn't. How are we going? My sweet lads, ladies, and lassos. It's been a time since we've been drawing. Why am I sat that far away in the corner? I think I might need to mess with me camera some. If you'll indulge me. There we go. But yeah, how are we doing? How's it going? Make sure this is all sorted. Make sure Spotify is all working. I'm still on the tech and music kick. Like, I'm struggling to not, if I'm honest. But right, we have some colour editing to do, I feel. Because there's a couple of colours in here which I think are too vibrant. It's been about 2 weeks since I've looked at this, and looking back at it, I'm like, how does it stack up? My hair is flopping around like no one's business, and it's a distraction. That should be better. But how is everyone? If you're in the UK, the spiciest planet on the spiciest place on Earth. It is. It's 25 in climbing in my flat, and I'm unhappy about it. We've managed to keep it pretty cool so far, but it is climbing, it's climbing, it's climbing. It makes me very goddamn uneasy. I think even maybe this be brighter. Yeah, make it stand out a little more. I honestly, the orange can come down a little bit. That orange is too orange for me. Maybe bring the gold out a little more. Which makes it zing a little bit. Do we want to change the hue? No, about the same seems good to me. But my hair is still all over the place. Because it's warm, this is what happens. My hair sort of melts off my head. I've been described by my barber as having a bouncy crown and unruly hair. So, the heat brings out the worst in it. But I think base colours, I think we're good. What I'm going to do now, though, we need to figure out how we're going to edit and amend the not edit and amend, what am I talking about? Shade this stuff. I think a little more green for the shadows. Bring it back. Because something I learned way too late was shadows aren't black. Shading color. And it sounds like a weird color television sort of thing. But no, shading color. Your ink work is black. Your shadows shouldn't be black. That's how things end up looking dirty. If you're shading color, it actually looks like a shadow. Ready. I think I want to fuck around with airbrushes tonight. See how that feels. See how big that's way too big. Let's make that always smaller. Okay. Then we can do this. Sort of shade it a little bit more smoothly than I typically do. Don't want to get back into drawing. Conk, I didn't know you were an arty type. More than happy to give my sort of rundown of what I do and use. Actually, what might be... so I use an iPad, iPad Pro in particular. I think it's a couple of years old now. So there are newer, shinier than I have. And I use Procreate. Because honestly, fuck Photoshop. Fuck Adobe. With their exorbitant prices. So yeah, iPad Pro, Procreate is like £5, I believe, on the App Store. And you can do all sorts of, a lot of illustration stuff, a lot of photo touch-up stuff. They even do animation stuff. So if you want to do like small animations, I think you're limited, depending on how like HD you want an animation to be. You're limited on frames pretty heavily. But yeah, so iPad Pros in the past like 3 years or so have become like a proper like mainstay for a lot of digital artists, because as far as setups go, they're relatively cheap. I say relatively because it's still like an iPad will set you back best part of £1,000. But they allow you like instant and immediate sort of professional level like tech. I did have a Galaxy Tab 2, I think, so like what, 5 generations older than what you've got, and it wasn't great. But I know a couple of people who've got. Last I checked in with the Galaxy Tabs was Tab 5, and they've gotten a lot better. So I don't know what they're like now. I don't know what Tab 7's like, or even if that's the most recent. How old is a Tab 7? Are they on Tab 8, 9, 20? Have they run out of numbers for the Galaxy and gone for like the Universe? That's the most recent. Oh, it's a laptop replacement, then it should be alright then. Let's... Yeah, I used to have a Wacom Intuos 4, which is really good. Had a lot of use out of that when I was using Photoshop still. And then I found I wanted to go to drink and draws and be social, get out there and sort of be in society. And obviously it was really cut down to my my PC, which I wanted to be out and about. And then of course 2020 and the pandemic, and who is out and about these days? No one. Watch this look as a beginner. I think Clip Art Studio is one that is used quite a lot. I think that's Android. I don't know if Procreate is Android or not. All I know is that it's on the App Store, and basically, if you're an illustrator or an artist and you have an iPad, you've got Procreate. basically. There's no two ways around it. Let me know if the music's too loud as well. It's quite upbeat, intense Tekken music, which is great for keeping me awake and productive. It's good volume. Good. Thank you. Trying to find my Year 10 art assignment. Best thing I've drawn that I haven't drawn in years. Dude, get on it. Just play around. Splash around. See what you can find. We'll have to do like a deep dive of my old work at some point. Because I like every now and again doing a deep dive and just looking at what I used to make. And sort of, on one hand, cringing a little bit. On the other hand, going like, no, look. I was doing me. Actually, I'm kind of tempted now. Let's see if my old DeviantArt's around. Am I even still on DeviantArt? I started with some anime characters as well. It's where a lot of kids start. It's so like over marketed, and it seems like such an achievable thing. Is this going me? No. That's one of my old ones. Yeah, let's stick a cheeky little window capture in here. And let's have a quick look and see what it was that I was doing. Oh, so this basically just has like the one project on it. This is all like old stuff. I feel like I've come a little ways. It's got some old uni projects as well on it. Get out of here. But yeah, concept design was where it was for me. All sorts of costume design and like character design. I phoned myself from 2016 glass and I'm happy. Oh dude, you want to see a transformation? I will I'll find a picture of me from uni. And you will not recognize me. My fucking bespectacled, repressed ass. Me, pre-beard. This one's nice and unflattering. It's the nice and unflattering pictures we're after, right? Add an image. Image 3 will do. Browse. Who is that man? That portly boy, never seen a gym in his life. Never been outside. Sucking down pints in the pub. Outrageous. Hideous. And he knew it. Shudders. Never again. We got better. That was me pretending to be and do a lot of things that I am not. I had some good friends around me. Like, I don't know how, but it was a time in my life where I was not being very honest with myself about a bunch of stuff. Beardless and unkept hair. Whereas I feel I'm almost the opposite. Unrecognized. Oh no, that's a cat. You're the one on the top half. Dude, I love the hair. It's big, voluminous, and beautiful. I can totally understand why you keep it tied back now. But there's some volume in that hair, and I am jealous. And beards just make the world go round. Dude, I love a cheeky afro. Let's really hammer in some highlights. But yeah, there's been a transformation in us over the years. Can't have an afro and a beard, you look homeless. Fair, I know, I've seen some people with similar hair textures, with similar beards, and yeah, there's a fine line. I think it's very respectable that you keep tabs on yourself like that. It's a level of self-care that's very important. But how's your evening? Oh, I fucked that up. How's your evening going, dude? After streaming, I hope it's going well. And thank you. I know it's ungodly o'clock in Australia right now, so I appreciate you jumping in for whether it be a couple of minutes or a half an hour or whatever. I appreciate it. Oh, that's way too big. Even that's too big. We need to do that, I think, would be much better for us. Yeah, there we go. It's 4 AM, still up, nothing is working in my brain, so I'm just finishing up some merching. Oh, fair. It's just one of those nights. Well, you are preaching to the choir. It's been heinous these past few days in the UK, so I think everyone is running on empty. It's been a time. But I've been struggling. I think we're creatives on the internet, so I think we're cut from the same cloth. And that basically means we don't turn off very well. Is this still Tekken? This has got the lyrics in it. There it is. But yeah, I've been racking my brain with about a bunch of stuff on stream. It's really like occupying most of my time, my brain space at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how I can legitimately work in like more 12-hour streams. Don't turn off my stream personality 100%. You work it like a switch. No, I am 90% sure I have some form of ADHD. So what you get from me is like a very honest rendition of who I am. I feel like it keeps me honest. Like, I can't promote anything on stream that I don't truly believe. So on one hand, there's that, which is nice. But on the other hand, if you think like stream personalities in general, you can be like, they're a little bit intense, but they're probably not like that in real life. No, I am. But yeah, it's been... So I want to do more 12-hour streams. But here's the rub. I stream from my bedroom, and I live with my partner. And we both have regular jobs. So there is a hard limit of like how late I can go. I might make this a little bit darker to help the character pop more. How late I can go, when I can stream, when it's appropriate to do so, and that sort of stuff. So I did one, it's probably like 2 months ago now. And it was probably some of the most fun I've ever had on stream. That's what my my Dark Souls playthrough started as. I want to do more. It was almost like addicting. Like it felt like no, I can do this. It was like a very validating moment. Because I don't know it. I mentioned before, but I don't know if I mentioned it with you, President Conk. I suffer from a lot of stage fright. So like, there's a lot of like pre-stream dread I suffer from. Like deserved or undeserved, it's there and it's something I deal with before going live. It all melts away once I'm live, which is really annoying. All this like dread energy builds up and then just fucking goes nowhere. Absolute piss take. And it's what I've taken home from DMing. And yeah, the 12-hour stream felt like a very validating, like, I'm here, Twitch is something I can do. Because I started streaming, like, very narcissistically. Because of the pandemic and things like that, I couldn't go to any Comic Cons, I couldn't sell my work. Like, I was missing out on what's meant to be quite a big revenue stream. It's not a pun, an actual like avenue of money. So I thought I'd do the same with streaming. But what I found is I actually really like it like as a hobby and as like a community thing. If I make a quick buck in there anyway, then jobs are good. But it feels like a scene that I can be a part of. Twitch, by and large, has been very, very welcoming. There's, I think, the jelly bit's done. So now I want to, like, the 12-hour thing was like, I've arrived, I can do this, and now I want to continue doing it, just for the love of it, and I think if it builds any sort of, like, reputation, then fucking bonus, right? I think we need one more layer in this for a proper sharp highlight. Basically white. Just don't do a 26.5 hours. That's very specific. I'd love to do like I don't think I'm anywhere near the size yet, but I would love to do like a subathon of some sort. I've done like 24-hour gaming things before for like Extra Life and stuff like that, and even done like 24-hour game jams. So I know that they're pretty horrendous sometimes. But it, because of the living situation, a 24-hour stream would only be available if my partner was going out of town. Oh, that was a subathon. Started as 24 hours. Oh! So people subbed, like, to increase time past 24 hours, was it? Horrendous. I mean, I'm already, like, I have a hot tub stream planned. So, like, I'm already doing all the twitchy things. Which I need to get this the sketch done for that, because that's the counter's a little bit wrong. We're at 235 at the moment. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. Give me widgets. Alert box. That'll do it. Test follow. Boink.
Hello there.
Don't worry, there's no one new in the stream. It's just me. But yes, a bathtub stream for 250 follows. I think it might be my last follows-based reward. As I was talking about this earlier in your coffee stream. But follows, like, what are they good for? What are they... I feel like follows are the bragging rights of Twitch. So yeah. Hot tub stream, 24-hour stream. These are all the Twitch hallmarks I want to hit, really. What else is there? What's like the done thing on Twitch these days? I say these days. Such a fucking Twitch boomer. All these kids with the cools and lols, gasm emotes. I think actually, come on, iPad, no, catch up with me. Catch up! Oh, we done fucked it. No conkgasm. I mean, I want it, but I know if I raise my head, there's only going to be enough time before people start asking for an explosive gasm. And I already relented on the explosive ooh-woo. So I've tried to keep as quiet as I can on your conkgasm. Because I know it. Schadenfreude's a fickle bitch. That doesn't look right to me. That does. So yeah, I think we've got the goo down all right. Let's work on some of this chesty piece. We're gonna run over to our palette real quick, like. Beskil, how's it going? How's your week been? I need to... That was like a good point. I hope you're surviving warm. You can always tell the Brits in chat. How you been? Weather. Immediate to the weather. That's how my week has been. Dude, it's horrendous. It was 32 yesterday. I know. Apparently it's peaking on Thursday for us in Cheltenham. I don't know about you. I can't remember where you're based. Somewhere in Wales, I think, isn't it? I assume somewhere Wales. South Wales, yeah. You've adapted to have webbed feet. Just sling yourself back in the ponds. It's all you can do. To take that a little bit smaller. But yeah, we're back on the Slime Boy. I know the rest of the world laughs at us for how we treat our weather and how like we are very, very precious as a country, as a nation. The British Isles are very precious in a lot of ways. Oh, you got the package today? Oh, excellent. Oh, fantastic. Is it all in good order? Because I've had some orders reach people in less than good condition. I'm going to go out and get frames for everything this week. Oh, perfect. I'm going to need pictures. Like, as soon as it starts getting put up. Because I live for that shit. The fact that... It's still kind of weird to me. As a, like, professional artiste I try and claim to be. It's still mad to me. That people buy my shit and hang it in their homes. That I have an effect on someone's living room. Monk, how's it going, man? Yes, I don't know if you've been here for a while, but here is Slime Boy as he is. I'll join. But yeah, people... We're going to hybrid Terraria class. Oh, nice. Can it be a Slime Boy? Keep it on point. Keeping it on the brand. That's what we want. But yeah, the fact that people buy my stuff, hang it in their homes is bonkers to me. So there's a couple people who have sent me images of like, oh, here's the thing, and it's in their living room. Like, hey, you just sent me a picture of the interior of your home. That's quite an intimate thing to send to another human being. But also, it's got some of my work in it. That's mad. How dare you be such a supportive motherfucker? What gives you the right? Melee and ranged. Well, this guy can be melee and ranged. He's got the swords, but he can. I reckon he's got some goo tendrils. King Udon's here as well. Oh my god, man. How's your week going? Coming in like a hurricane. I love Udon. I love that you've got an entrance set. I don't know if your art looks like. Oh, there's more than that. Like, this is relatively like low res. I can't remember if I have a command for Instagram or not. But if I just throw in a link to Instagram, you'll see a lot more, and a lot of it's because this is only postcard sized. Usually I work A4. Oh, Beckless, brilliant! Thank you so much. I will make a an Insta command. It's one of the things that I'm working on with the bot at the moment. Bots are very new to me. But I'm feeling it's one of the many stream things that I'm changing up around here. Is Barrel, Robot Barrel. My live-in chatbot. I want to go doodle art. Becca's right. Art is art. Insert the Mr. Incredible meme. Art is art. You should always be in a state of change, as they say. Change as long as you've got the energy for it. It's okay to relax for a while. Basically making a large amount of cute Terraria-inspired stuff. Oh, cool. I love that. That actually reminds me, for... No, it doesn't want to be in shade. What am I doing? For Inktober this year, I think I'm going to be making a Darkest Dungeon class skin. But I don't know who yet. I don't know who's going to get the explosive barrel treatment. But I've loved everything I've played of Darkest Dungeon, and I feel like it's an art style I can work into with relative ease. So I think, I don't know what class I'd do as a skin mod. A Barrelmancer or something. My friend made a dragon for Inktober 2019. The dragon had the word dragon hidden inside it. I like that shit. That's what I like. A Barrelmancer. Absolutely. I think the Barrelmancer would be great fun. Barrelbarian. Ooh. Oh, I like it. I like Barrelbarian. Barrelbarian's fun. As we keep it in the middle of the class, motherfucking. I appreciate in the middle of class, just no, fuck it, fuck off. That's fair. Like a lot of people draw their stuff for them. It ain't for sharing. I can respect that. He worked a lot. I see. He was maybe a little bit stressed at the time. But yeah, some of the recent changes with BarrelBot, because I want to make BarrelBot like a character in the channel, so you can check on Robot Barrel to see how he's doing with bot check as a command, but also you can ask him questions with 8-ball, shit like that. Oh my god, I'm drawing on paper. I used to be. I haven't done it in many years, so I think it's some rusty skills for sure. I think, give it a little bit of time, I could do. But honestly, the chat was out to the bot side. I fully understand that the chat's going to take bot side. And that should have worked. Why does that not work? Why does that not work? Interesting. Hang on, let me... I'm lurking my own channel. That's not worked either. Interesting. Stream is not offline. What are you talking about? Connect. Or am I going to have to connect it every time I open my computer? There we go. Now Robot Barrel's alive. I've got to connect it every time I go. So yeah, like I know Conkbot gets a lot of love on your channel, Conk. But honestly, I'm here for not being the main character of my own fucking channel. I'm here for it. Yeah, so those responses will be randomized. There's a small list that I'm going to add to every now and again. But I also stole mercilessly but yeah, so you can share to welcome people, because I want people to feel welcome when they get here. So, A-Ball's still inactive? No? A-Ball worked for you. That's the response. Oh, thank you for sharing some ale with BarrelBot. he gets nothing from me. Here's some love for Rubber Barrel. I couldn't use BarrelBot, which is really frustrating. So it's Rebel Barrel coming over here taking our jobs. He is but a mere automaton. He doesn't have anything on you live flesh and blood mods. For example, he's not featured in the mod love command. If you want to show some mod love, he's not in it. Why we're in it because the rubbers don't like liquids. No, he's alright, he's waterproofed. You know, the gorgeous mod to the channel. Fuck you, Rubber Barrel. I expected love for Rubber Barrel. I didn't expect the unfettered hatred. I mean, I'm not against it. Like, he's coming for my job more than he's coming for the mods' jobs. I've always been fascinated by the concept of channel lore and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be a good way of sort of building some of that kind of stuff up. Love channel lore. Well, Becca, if you're doing anything with like channel lore yourself, or like you know anything, like any tips and tricks for like keeping things fresh on that, I would love to pick your brain, because it's very new to me. Being a bit of a modern technophobe, I find it all very strange, but I'm here for it. I want to learn, I want to do. I keep Conbot as a slave and people keep posting free Conbot. See, I love that shit. That's fucking brilliant. That's super engaging. Apartment suck. I'm vibing some kids' side. It's perfect time to play drums on your door. It's kids being kids. They're gonna do what they do. They'll grow up and have kids right on their doors, and the circle will be complete. Let me know, but you know who I think does have a decent channel? My friend Irregular Dave. Does he really? So, I've known Dave for a long time. But I haven't looked at his channel much. He's not... I never seem to catch him when he's live. So by all means, like, tell me about his channel lore. Where was I? I've lost my place now. I was back here. Do I know about how to make stuff at a small scale, make it more detailed? Yeah. I mean, that's a broad sort of process. What are you thinking? Usually it's add some inscriptions, fancify it, maybe some scuffs. What are you thinking of in terms of like more detailed? I mean, ultimately there's the limitation of pixels that I'm working with. Like adding a small attachment to a Terraria slime. With pixel art, it's going to be difficult. There's going to be a certain like level where either you're going to have to make things cartoonishly big, or it's not really worth including. And Terraria is already, like, in terms of pixel art, it's pretty about as miniature as you can get. Because I've done a lot of pixel art in the past. Um, maybe it's worth. I might do a pixel art stream one day. Because I haven't done any in a long time, but I've always liked it. Probably copy paste a gun on him. So you're making an in-game sprite, and you're on a slime. You probably got like a 1 by like 5 pixel sort of area to really make it work. It's gonna be a very small area, honestly. Maybe a 2 pixel high like grey line or so. Honestly, this is probably the perfect opportunity. Monk, if you have Discord at all, I have one, and you should get in there, and then I can actually see what you're working on and offer like detailed feedback rather than sort of generalization. Because that's what I'm trying to make the Discord into, is like a place for creatives to sort of share their work, get responses and stuff like that. So, perfect subject matter. We'll leave that on mostly bright because it's all the way at the front. Because yeah, well, in a second after I finish the shading of this color, I'll jump over and I'll show you some of my old pixel art. Because I think I did. What was it? It was March of the Robots 2020. I did that. So 30 days of robots, and they were all pixel art robots to varying degrees of success. Some of them I was really proud of. Some of them were honestly phoned in. I'm not gonna lie. Excellent. Glad to have you, dude. I am Bass Pro Shop Fish. Oh, that's who you are. Okay, I've seen you knocking around a couple of Discords. I gotcha. Right, we'll leave this here for a hot second, and we'll go back into all the guff that I've made over the years. March of the Robots. What's a good one? Which one did I like? I like this one. So there's a little floating aquarium robot type thing. So I've done a little bit of like sprite work as well in the past. Not a huge amount, so I've never claimed to be an expert, but I know how to lay out and make a sprite sheet. But yeah, with like Terraria, it is, as far as pixel art goes, it's very, very like small scale. So putting a gun on a slime, unless like, how big's a slime? Is it like green slime sized? Is it king slime sized? What other ones were good? I like the round boy. Red slime sized. Okay, so like decided like medium, sort of regular slime. Because what the average pick? I'd guesstimate that maybe like a dozen, 2 dozen pixels high at most. You haven't got a huge amount of pixels to work with. Thank you, Udon. I've been tempted, because Udon, I know you have the little stream like avatar of doing a similar type thing. I think I've mentioned it to you before, of making my own, because I do have those sort of loose animation chops. Bio, dude, how's it going? Hopefully your flat is cool. How is the... I assume you're back from the gym now. How was it? How are you... Did you lift all the heavies real good? Looking for 40 minutes in my year 10 art assignment's gone and I threw out the paper, so I'm good. Oh, dude, that sucks. That's a shame. Do you know what that means, Conk? You've got to draw it again. That's the only option. You've got to recreate it. I'll have a sword handle and a tiny tip showing up. Okay, not bad. Back from gym, trying a new leg routine. Went well. Good. You got 3 fans going. Excellent. I've been tempted to gut my PC of all of its fans and sort of reposition them along my monitors to sort of just blast me, but I feel like it's gonna like annihilate my microphone. Our fan broke like just before the heatwave hit, and here we are, Brits talking about the weather again. To our international viewers, I can only apologise, but it's a national pastime. Like dropping the piece of slime that's in the middle of Swashbuckler. Oh, and his lips. Yes. I thought that was really important to really sell that he's made of goo. Was that little bit of like, he's got a human form, but he's still like a little bit. And it sort of, it fills that spot that I might have put like a facial piercing in. So if you think about making like something like, filling up a detailed area, like making something interesting to look at, and like a detail, yeah, you're right. It didn't make sense for someone made of goo to have much in the way of like piercings. Like they could have things floating inside their form, but an actual piercing didn't make too much of a like sense for what I was going for. So just drippy goop like that sort of remind you this isn't a flesh and blood human. This is a goop and ick slime boy. Reminds me of the Fortnite skin, how it drips. You'll have to link. Link sharing's on in the chat, so link me a skin of that. Because I will say, like, I think Fortnite gets a lot of shit for a lot of reasons. But honestly, I actually really like its art style. I think it's really good. I think they've really, like, tipped in, like, it's proper, almost DreamWorks Pixar-esque in a lot of ways, but like simpler and chunkier for video games, and it works really, really well. So I've never played Fortnite, but I have a lot of respect for how it looks. Excellent, thank you. Ripley versus Sludge. Oh, I love him! He's cute as fuck, boy! Ripley, Sludge, and Purple. I love him. And yeah, that's goo through and through. That's what I wanted. So if you're getting similar vibes to him, then I've been successful. I love him. He's super cute. But that's what I like about Fortnite is they've really keyed into it. It's the same thing as like pop vinyls. They've keyed into an aesthetic that they can just apply to basically everything. And as they have with all sorts of the like crossovers they've done. Let's edge highlighting on these. Yeah, I think it's those things that because it has been so popular, it's swarmed by children, and parents will because it looks like kid-friendly type stuff. Parents will throw their children at it, and it's got all the heroes they like from film and TV, so it keys into pop culture. Honestly, everything about Fortnite is like super smart. Like, you really got to give it to them. They knew exactly what they were doing. Or if they didn't, they stumbled into it and were very quick on the uptake, and the free-to-play definitely helps. I don't much care for competitive games like that, but I have a lot of respect for what it is and what it does and how well it does it. Good, I'm on the right layer. I just like a wave of like, oh no, wash over me that I wasn't drawing on the right layer. But no, it's fine. I am. Panic over. And the fact that there's so much content, yeah. Yeah, they've really pumped out so much content, and it's a testament to how you can keep a game alive post-release, really. Like, if you hire some really good artists, then you can create shitloads of skins and like aftermarket stuff that doesn't affect too much in the way of gameplay, but really keeps people hooked in. Gets us out when I see people trashing Minecraft, Fortnite, and Reddit. I like them both. I've sunk personally a lot of hours into Minecraft. Even recently, me and my partner played a lot of Minecraft throughout the pandemic, and absolutely loved the time we spent on it. But there is a cultural thing where it's a lot of kids play it, and the thing with kids it's because they're kids. They're annoying as fuck. Because they haven't quite learned the social graces that adults ideally have learned. And that's their prerogative. They're here to learn. They're new. They're new at being alive. So they're not going to know everything. So it can be kind of frustrating if you want to publicly share that you like something, and a lot of the user base is a third of your age. And oh boy, are they are they a third of your age? But I'm pretty sure that when I was younger, I went on to some MMOs, like Maple Story. I played a lot of Burnout Paradise Online, Habbo Hotel. I bet I was cringe as fuck in a lot of those places. Found that a lot in your Minecraft streams. Yeah, it's the audience is younger, and that comes with a lot of caveats. And if you're like me, kids are great, but I'm not super into like entertaining children, and it's going to be a difficult thing. It's like, would I ever stream Minecraft? Unlikely. Also, you make me sad. Why? Oh, no way! Well, I have wanted to do a new T-shirt design for a while, because I had a lot of fun with because it was a Kickstarter, and it I think it squeezed past the funded by like £3 or something like that. Oh no, it's Etsy. I have. Actually, I should do merch as well. Hang on. Let me do that now, while it's fresh in my brain space. Where's Etsy? This is me, like, learning Twitch as well. Like, the go-to for, like, merchandise is merch. Makes sense. For me, it's Etsy, because I use Etsy as a selling platform. So merch. There we go. That should be live now. You just wish you had a Conquista store. I know. I've been I've been thinking how to brand the store to be with barrels. And all I'm gonna go is like the explosive merch or something. The explosive store. But actually, no, explosive store could be really good, because I'm gonna get a lot of people who are looking to buy explosives stumble across my work. Is that the market I really want repping my brand? No. But could I distract them and defund terrorism? I think possibly. As a force for good, I think this could be a winner. I'm gonna go up on a list. I'm already on a list. I'm called Explosive Barrel. There is no list that I'm not already on. I welcome my place on this list. Mr. CIA, hi, are you subscribed? I'll take the CIA's money. I'm not I'm not a proud bitch. Have ever had a choosing beggar experience? I've been fortunate. I've learnt from a lot of artists who have, and I now see them off very fucking quickly. When I used to have DeviantArt properly and use it as like my main platform, I got a lot of choosing beggars. It'll be things like, hey, I'm making a Avatar: The Last Airbender video game out of my bedroom. Do you want to do some sprite work? I'm like, cool, yeah, pay me. And they're like, ooh, do you want some exposure instead? I'm like, no, you found me all right. I've got plenty of exposure. Fuck off with your exposure. If people are asking if you want exposure, then you're doing something right, because they're finding you. More tea. Yes, honey. Yeah, it's... So DeviantArt was like the worst for it. But again, like I think DeviantArt's got quite a young user base. They're going to fall into those sort of pitfalls that I think more adults aren't going to fall into quite as readily. But if someone ever comes asking for work and commissions and stuff, or what I would call commissions, they might call freebies. I would always say, like, up front, like, here's my costs. Deposits are half the total cost up front, the rest of it on completion. Just so we know no one's fucking around. And that usually shuts people up pretty quick. I've had a few people, like a few like bot accounts on like Instagram and stuff, go like, "Hey, do you want to post to our page? We have millions of followers." I'm like, "No, because I know your millions of followers are the artists that you've already hoodwinked into trying to be on your page. So, fuck off." So offity fuck with all of your bullshit. I'll take that commission for a congasm. Although isn't what's his face? Is it Right Grumpy? Isn't he doing the congasm? I'm not here to steal someone's work. If you want like a different conk emote, then by all means. Yes, exposure never works. It never works. If there's one bit of advice I can ever give to like anyone who's like starting out as like any sort of creative, be you streamer, be you writer, be you dancer, singer, musician, anything, exposure never works. No, I haven't agreed or paid or agreed to pay anyone yet. I like first reviews or goes to Right Grumpy. If he turns it down, then come talk to me. Because he's already put some work in. But, fair warning, the conkgasm is going to be full A4 piece. Gratuitous, horrifying, and then we'll do a cut down version for the emote. It's gonna be the worst money you've ever fucking spent. I can tell you now. You're gonna rue the day you caved in and decided to get Conkgasm. So the OnlyFans. I want to make an OnlyFans and just stick my artwork on there. Because OnlyFans does have, like, the capability to be for other things other than porn. It's just porn got really big on there. Really quickly. So that's all people know it for. But it's for all sorts. So I want to have, like, alongside, like, a Patreon eventually. I want to do an OnlyFans. It's just going to be the exact same as my Patreon. But on OnlyFans. And then I can actually tell people, visit the OnlyFans. And people will be expecting explosive penis. I came after I came after I saw it, of course. Dirty art, absolutely. Drawing non-stop knobs. Aiden, how's it going, dude? It's good to see you. Yeah, maybe I should just start drawing filth. I know there's enough artists drawing filth on the internet already. I don't need to add to it. Came in the right part. Well, yeah, baby, you come at the right time. I'm making an emoticon, an OnlyFans where I just post that emoticon every day. Perfect. I reckon you'll get someone doing it, like subscribing to that. How's the heat treating me? It's good. So I live in a basement flat. So fortunately, there's not a lot of exposed walls that get a lot of sun, and any heat goes straight from us outwards. So, our flats, well, everyone else has been, like, dying in 30-degree plus weather. We've been at 22 and just climbing. So the flat today reached 25. It's not getting rid of the heat very well, but it's also not accumulating it very well. So it's been doing alright. Daily waste of money. No worries, have a crack at that loadout, man. I'll DM you the memes I put on there if you want. Oh, dude, absolutely, go for it. And the amount of art reference I've had to look at. I'm not prudish of a nippy or a peepee. Subterranean boy, absolutely. I'm all man. Like this room that I'm in right now is my bedroom, so a perfect place for an OnlyFans, but it has no windows. Well, it has a window, but it basically is covered in clothes rails and stuff like that, because where it actually shows out to is the corner of our courtyard, basically. Discord blocked it because it's explicit. Wait, are you trying to DM it? It should be fine. Unless I've got some sort of filters on my profile to fuck me up like that. Atomic Mexican. Dude, how's it going? Been a while. Dude, Atomic, while we're here, I have to say, it's been a time since you bought your character in Darkest Dungeon, but he's still going. He's still going after all this time, and he's hench as fuck. He saved the party on multiple times. What a hero. Just like yourself, sir. Apparently I had the setting on to block. Ugh. User settings. My account. Where's the button to give porn? Do not scan. There we go. Alright, send me smut. Smut away, sir. You'll know if I liked it or not, whether I ban you or not. If it's just a bunch of vor, then you're gone. I'm kidding. Alright, let's have a cheeky ganders. Oh my god, the likeness, it's just, it's uncanny. Such tasteful nudes. Alright, if I make it as like an internet sort of personality or something like that, it starts paying my bills, I am 1000% commissioning just my own fan, like, porn fan art. I'm sticking that on my OnlyFans. I feel for the artists that I paid to draw those. No, they could have turned it down. Wait, ecchi's been passed around. It's more than ecchi. It's outright hentai. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I fucking love it. I think I'm not gonna post it to the Discord. I can't. Can't. It's wrong of me. It's forbidden. For 100 subs goal I made for OnlyFans, but I fucking love it. I think it's brilliant. You know, I was a lot thinking, yeah, no, message, yeah, absolutely not. I wasn't feeling the need to share it. This stays between us. If you want to see it, Ada, you're gonna have to become besties with Conk. That's the only way. you gotta do the whole. It's the whole Twitch follow for follow, dinky dink. Worm his way into his DMs. Treat him nice. The E-Peen shuffle. That's all Twitch is, right? It's just nerds paying each other to have porn of each other. I'm pretty sure that's what I signed up for anyway. I'll tell you what, the Tekken soundtrack does a fucking good job of making me draw faster. Like, if you ever feel like you're being, like, unproductive, Tekken soundtrack, or any fighting game. Souls of Firstborns is good. That's a currency that lasts. It's a currency you can trust. There's so much SimCity music. Oh, nice. I used to do I need something faster paced, otherwise my brain just starts wandering. It's why it's one of the many reasons I'm feeling that I've got ADHD, which I keep meaning to get myself tested for, and I put it off most recently because of I'm still registered at my old GP from where I used to live, and they were giving me vaccine updates. So I wanted to get the vaccine out of the way, but now I've had my second jab. I've got no excuse. I need to get myself tested for ADHD. So I feel like all the good internet personalities have ADHD. And if I'm going to join the upper echelons of internet culture, I need to have that as well, right? Why are you drawing a swashbuckler when it's clearly a slime buckler? Because I stupidly called it a Swashbuckloozer. So it's not on here. It's on the actual video title. Swashbuckloozer. But I like slime buckler. Yeah, you can't stream if you don't have one mental health. It's like you have. It's like a ticket for entry. You've got to have something. You've got to have some sort of a wire crossed. Like, be that outright narcissism, depression, loneliness, or ADHD. You've got to have it. Everyone's got one. And if you don't think you have one, it's just undiagnosed yet. Doctor's note to Jeff Bezos. Exactly. It's a permit to work. Stupidity. I'm sorry, but I can imagine you at the doctor's as a child with your mother. I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just clinically stupid. Chronic anxiety, good. You're allowed to stream. Super fun at times. Yeah, we're all talking about mental health, and we know if you have any issues, take it seriously and get it seen to. But on the flip side, you may as well monetize it. A stubborn bastard count. If it does, I'm right there with you. I've been realizing more and more over the past few years that I am basically my dad. And now I have a partner who tells me where to go when I'm acting like a twat. It's becoming ever more obvious that I am just my dad. In no uncertain terms, me and my dad are one person. It's spooky sometimes. But he refuses to acknowledge that he's wrong in the exact same way that I do. And it's just an unconscious reaction. So beware. Beware of turning into your parents. Have you seen how I approach puzzles in Breath of the Wild? It's going to work my way up. It's going to wait. So, the term that was coined on this channel when I was playing Breath of the Wild was failing upwards. And failing upwards is how I do. Failing upwards is the explosive barrel brand. Because I'll do everything wrong and arrive at the finish line same as anyone else. Much to the annoyance of smart people who will actually figure things out properly. But my brand of bullshit is chaotic bisexual energy. My method of conflict resolution is failing upwards. Like in a video game, I'll get smacked around by a boss to within an inch of my life, but I'll get smacked onto a ledge, and then in the boss's final lunge attack, they'll lunge clear off the edge and plummet, and I'll win the day, having not won a single iota of seconds. That is how I do. I'm not good at video games. I'm differently awful. Is how I claim to be. I went straight to Hyrule Castle. I honestly love it. It's a hard gameplay, like game design flex to let you just run at the end boss. My stream was like, how the hell is that lucky? Because they got so much bullshit. Well, you mentioned something a while ago called streamer RNG, and I think it's true. I think it's a genuine thing. Like, I like the line, I'm not superstitious. I guess I'm a little stitious. But streamer RNG is legit and real. I think that might be what keeps us on the air. Is like, I would try that a million times offline, it would never work. However, once with an audience, job's a good one. Of course it works, why would it not? Right, we are almost done with these leathers, which is good. So yeah, and I... Oh, absolutely post some bullshit luck. I wish I clipped more of my stuff, to be honest. But to be honest, I may steal your idea of the monthly clip show, because I think it's inspired. Big love for the monthly clip show. I'll put my own spin on it, so I haven't completely copied your homework. But I really like it, because I like clips, but I'm terrible. Because I'm in the middle. Because I'm streaming, I'm not getting clips, and I never really go back and watch my own streams, because although I am a narcissist, I'm not that much of a narcissist yet. Any modicum of success in that is liable to change on Twitch, but at the moment, I don't watch my streams for enjoyment and self-satisfaction. She bounced. That sounds like a Gabriel Iglesias, not Gabriel, Enrique Iglesias song. Alright, we're gonna put this on stream a little bit. Let's mute music for a second. I'm whoring out your content now. Let's have a look.
She bounced! She bounced!
That was...
What the hell just happened? She bounced!
That was... I like it. And that is streamer RNG. You'd never get that offline. Never in a million years. There's definitely a few, like... the games that allow for shenanigans are my favourite games in the world. I need to go back and actually finish Horizon Zero Dawn as well. I got a little bit of the way through that game, found it was open world, did every open world stunt I could do, and then lost interest because I'd basically completed it. Not good of me, I know. Swords and pistols. Right, these swords are going to be a bitch to do because they are large, flat areas. But as soon as I read the clip title, she bounced. I read it and it was in your voice, and then you said it in the clip, and I was like, oh, that was spot on. I'm glad that my in my brain space, Conk has genuine Conk voice. My recall is spot on. Right. I'm not looking forward to shading these in the slightest. Gonna shill again, it's my favourite clip of all time. Alright, let's do it. Let's do a cheeky little display capture again.
Wait, a thing I attempted actually did.
How long is it? How long is this clip? Oh, it's short. That's fine. That's a-okay. Alright, music, shut your face.
Play! A thing I attempted actually did something!
I knew exactly where you were in Dark Souls 2 as well. But no, wait, was that Dark Souls 2? Or was it just...
Play! A thing I...
Yeah, it was Dark Souls 2. Good, I remember... I blacked out a lot of Dark Souls 2. Because I wasn't having fun with it. Welcome back, Monk. I'm glad you've finally got your setup done. But yeah, absolutely. I think having a clip stream is a brilliant idea. And if you tell me that it was your completely original idea, then I believe you. What is this weeb music? It's called aloneness, because that's a word. Right, that. Need to review clips from tonight. Yes, yeah, you do. You've added more work into your plate. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's a really good idea. And I'm gonna find a way of like putting a spin on it to make it my own, so I'm not just copying your homework, but I'm definitely gonna do something like that. Because the thing I've noticed most about Twitch is it gives you all these opportunities, all these tools to do things with, but then no real use for them. So actually making clips useful, making emotes useful, making channel points useful, that's the shit that I'm looking at the moment. We've got 4 solar armor, an Arcalis, and all items increase crit strike and damage. I have no idea what any of that means, Monk, but I am happy for you. You're having a good time, and that's what's important. I know what those words mean in the context of other video games, but in the context of Terraria, I'm guessing it means good things. Most of nuance in 1.4. Oh, okay. I forgot because Terraria's not dead yet. It's still being updated. Hang on. I've not coloured that bit in. Shit. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Too much. There we go. You saw nothing. You want a compliment on top of everything else? We've just shilled you twice, sir. Alright, how's this for a compliment? It bleeds into something I was saying anyway. I really like everything that you're willing to try with your stream. The ideas that you come up with, I think are brilliant. There's a few streamers that I look to for like inspiration and sort of like almost like body checking for like how I'm doing and what I'm doing, what I'm putting out. And it's probably like a list of like 3 or 4 streamers, if I'm really honest. And you're one of them. What you say in your streams and what you do with your Discord have been hugely useful to me. How's that for a compliment? Did I do anything for you? Hello, ungrateful cunt. And thank you for the gamer check as well. Well, You want to hear something gross? There we go. Can't do that very often. But you know the game check was good when the net go quick crack. Donkey uploaded. I was on the. You slapped it on the Discord. Oh, is it another streamer, is it? He's super popular. How popular are we talking? Because if you're talking like... Oh, he's a YouTuber. Okay. Alright, can't go to bed, dude. 5:30 is way past anyone's bedtime. Good night, my dude.
Thank you.
Oh, Conk, you absolute fucking hero. Thank you so much for the subbies. I think it usually gets a shout out anyway, but if you're lazy and want a link, I think Conk's basically just like refunded the stuff I've given to him in his streams. But yeah, if you're not following Conk, I think most of you are. Then if you're not, fix that immediately. If you like what I'm doing, you'll like what he's doing. Because like I said, he's one of the streamers I truly look up to for what he's putting out there. Is this still attacking? Yeah. But who got it? Aiden, Sans, Bio got it, Technicol, and Monk. Good, some people in the live in the chat got it. Perfect. Enjoy your emotes and no adverts. Enjoy spamming skulls. Probably the Uwu skull is the one that gets spammed the most, because it's fucking heinous. Yeah, there it is. Next will be the barrelgasm. You can blame King Udon and Beckalis for the Uwu skull. But I'm curious, what does that do to our points in terms of sub points? Because this is one of the things I've been looking at for the stream, like the past week or so, like on the down low, is what to do with like goals. Because at the moment we've got like the follower goal to do the Dwarven hot tub stream, and follows don't really mean much to a channel. Oh yeah, sure thing, dude. I'll send you some numbers, see if they fit. Severe lack of barrel emotes for explosive barrel. Honestly, I like explosive barrels, but like, how do you make barrels fun like that? It's a genuine struggle of mine, and I like skulls. I think if I started removing the skull emotes, Overkillser would kill me. He'd take my skull. And as a brand new friend to the channel, I want to keep him sweet. Just do a barrel. Yeah, right? I don't need to highlight that because it's the underside. That's it for metal. Right, I actually did 2 colours on 1 layer, so this is going to be a nightmare. Let's do the orange first. There's more of it. What's chat saying? Obviously, even in just in place of saying raid on the emote, just having a barrel, I think would be iconic enough. Maybe, yeah. I have to give it some thought as to like what the barrel actually drawing. Because I mean, I've got like the barrels for the emotes, the channel points barrels. In Mirrors and Dark Souls, true. A spookum's coming out of a barrel. That's true. But I feel like a mimic could be quite a lot to try and fit into an emote. I'm very bad at like emote management. I try and fit too much into an emote, and it doesn't end up readable. I think a lot of emotes share the crime of not being readable, to be honest. And I don't want to run into that too much. But I have the emote library now, so I can really just throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Thank you, man. Like, I really struggled. Like, the first one I did was the purple O skull, so it's still active. It's not anymore, I took it down because no one was using it, I think. Yeah. Bad habit is adding too much flair. Yeah. It was the strongest you want to use. Yeah, I have a habit to over-design shit. I think that's fair. And things with emotes, they have to be simple. It seems to be a common trap that a lot of people fall into. Like, you see hype emotes and things like that, and you can't fucking see that it says hype. Like, you know there's text there, but you don't know what it's saying. So at the moment, I've only got the raid and the rip emotes. I feel like they're legible. Rip probably more than raid. Yeah, refine it some more. Make sure it's really, really clear. And because that's one of the things why I haven't included a barrel, is because I haven't had like a crystallized idea. Is why I haven't done it. I feel like I'd just be throwing stuff at a wall. But also the emote wall, having things pop up on screen, helps a huge amount. What happened to Uwu? It should be there. Yeah, Uwu's there. The plainest of barrels, maybe? I mean, I can always just throw it in there. With the emote library now, I can just chuck it in there and see how it fits. If I don't like it, we can jazz it up somehow. I might be speaking from personal experience, but another thing I would spam. Honestly, that's the key. I want, above all else, people to just use my fucking emotes. That's what they're there for. That's what people get for subscribing. It sounds like kind of like, yeah, we get it, you dum-dum. Like, use the emotes. What am I doing here? Oh, that's right, I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry. There we go. Now we're selecting colours. Yeah, I would if it ends up being an emote that gets spammed, like I joke that I dislike the Uwu skull a lot, but it's the one that gets spammed, so it's never going to go anywhere. It's going to be glued to the channel forever because people use it. The raid emote I like, and it's part of the reason why the choose an emote to unlock is so cheap. It's because I want people to bother unlocking them and using them, even if it's just for 24 hours. And something I've considered doing is like saying to people, like, before I like raid another channel, is if you're not subbed, by that emote, and then when we jump in, you spam that emote. Make sure you know that people know you're coming from Explosive Barrel, because it's sort of like that two-factor thing where it joins everyone together and makes it feel like a community, and B, it makes it very fucking obvious that Explosive Barrel just walked into the room and I'm here, motherfucker. It sort of like solidifies its promotion as well as community. But it's building that sort of habit to get people to unlock the emote. My design teacher would always point at stuff in my work and say, "Why is that there?" And often I'd have a reason for it. The reason was to add flair or to make it prettier. I say, "Cut it if it doesn't have a purpose. It shouldn't be there. And it's a real function of a form." Barhouse person. I think that's fair. Like it has its place. But I would always argue, why is that there? Because I fucking liked it. Because I thought it was pretty. Because I want it to be there. So I feel like your design teacher and I would butt some heads. Barhouse is legit. My living room is Barhouse, basically. It's Swedish industrial via IKEA, but it's still industrial in that everything has function over form. So there's a lot of exposed metalwork, a lot of like plain undyed fabrics, things like that. So form over function, or like function over form, has its place. But if I was to be honest and just say the type of stuff I like making over-designed, pretty things. Like, for example, like these gauntlets. What the fuck are they doing? They're not really doing anything, but they look good. Like, these fabrics around his waist. What are they doing? What are they adding? Nothing, really. But I think it's pretty. But it's one of those things where it's a nuance. There's no right or wrong, only different shades of grey. Have I actually got that? No, I don't. Right, we are... that down. I need to make a new like follower sort of alert animation as well, because after talking to Aiden, if you're still there, with your channel stuff, like I want, because at the moment my alerts are just my emotes, big up but on screen. And I think I want something a little bit more. But that means animating. I haven't done animation in actual years. I'm too poor to hire an actual creative. An exploding barrel. Well, the thing is, like, I love my barrels and it's my name, but my sort of channel aesthetic is like messy, splashing ink and stuff like that. To almost like comic book stuff. No, it doesn't have to be a joke. It is not lost on me that I have called myself Explosive Barrel, and like I go in fairly hard with being a barrel and like having things barrel themed, but there aren't that many barrels on stream, like in the sort of stream. Like the only barrels really are channel points. Like there's no emotes about barrels, there's no barrels on screen, or anything like that. So don't worry, it is not lost on me that there is a disparity in the name and the branding. But I don't know, I like having the the inky stuff there to really push forward that I'm an artist as well as sort of streamer. Because I feel like it could quite easily get lost. And that's something I already... would I ever rename? At this point, no. I don't think I would. There's enough platforms that I'm on now, and I have, like, small, but I have followings, that I wouldn't want to lose, because I can't rebrand. Or I can't rebrand fully. Or there's people that might not have been paying attention for a few months. I don't want them to come back and go, who the fuck are you? I go, oh, it's you. I think at this point, I'm settled enough. But in terms of like channel branding, that changed. Like my wants on that changed like day to day. Honestly, it's fucking infuriating sometimes. How the brain goes like, yeah, but what if not? Come on, man, we just got to an agreement. So it's something I do think about. So yeah, I think Explosive Barrel is, as a name, is here to stay. Because what I've been Ads Grant. For those who don't know, my full name is Adam Grant. So I've been Ads Grant, ADZ Grant. I've been Viscount Grant. I've been Adam Grantium, as a play on Adamantium. There's been like XX ads, XX when I was a teenager. There's been a few names and shit like that I've gone through, and Explosive Barrel just kind of stuck. Like I sort of started using it and I didn't hate it to begin with, and that by itself is a huge thing. To pick it and not immediately go, I regret this. So I think Explosive Barrel stays. When you could do like different types of explosives like C4, TNT, and rockets. I could do, but they lose like the magic of the Explosive Barrel. They're like a known quantity. Everyone knows what an Explosive Barrel is. And that's kind of like half the thing is that of why I chose Explosive Barrel is because it's a known item. Like if you watch movies, if you read books, if you play video games, you know what an Explosive Barrel is. If I sound like I'm poo-pooing your ideas or anything like that, I don't mean to. It's more just expanding in directions, like my process of getting to what Explosive Barrel is and where it came from. And also like the sort of the clincher for being Explosive Barrel. There was a video game review website that used to be around called, I can't remember what it was called, but they had this thing like time until Explosive Barrel, because they said the point where you find an Explosive Barrel in a video game is when the designers have checked out. That's when they've given up. They're falling on the Explosive Barrel as a crux, or a crutch, or however you want to say it. Basically, Explosive Barrels are lazy game design. It's cheap thrills. It's basically, you look at it, you click, and an explosion gets. Like, it's such the lowest form of entertainment, and like they were just shitting on the Explosive Barrel as a concept. And I've always loved Explosive Barrels. I love looking at them and like piling them up and making them explode. And rather than if I had like a clear shot on an enemy but he's next to a barrel, I'm gonna go for the barrel even if it does less damage because I like the fireworks. And so like this whole like it's lazy and stupid and it's just a cheap thrill was like, oh perfect, I love that. I identify so much as a walking, breathing cheap thrill. I think that is the true Explosive Barrel brand. You want in the about section. Can I fit it in there? It's like a very rambling, meandering story. And what really annoys me is I can't find that website anymore. I don't know where it is. I've looked time and time again. But I have no idea where it went. I think, clearly these guys were like, fucking joyless pricks. But something about it and like owning that identity was brilliant to me. I loved it. So yeah, that's how Explosive Barrel sort of came to be. If anyone ever finds the website that stuff was from, I'll probably give you a million kisses, because I love it. It wasn't a website that I ever frequented. I sort of stumbled across it once, read it and went, ugh, these tossers, and never looked back, which apparently is probably what more people have done. Because they don't exist anymore. Lore! Yeah, that's the lore of the channel. That's the secret origin story of Explosive Barrel. Is just being a little bit of a shitlord. Being a stupid little asshole. And going, you know what? That badge of dishonor, I'll wear it with pride. Fuck you. If I phrase it right, it comes across as quite punk rock. And yeah, I suppose it does. It comes across as it's channel lore. We're building it live. We're exposing it, uncovering it like archaeologists. Archaeologists to this 6-month-old fucking channel. We're actually getting really close to being done with this guy. It's only 9 o'clock. Perfect. Yeah, we were talking about channel lore earlier, and how it's a weird concept, but I dig it. I want to get more into it and see what mine sort of turns out to be. I think a large part of it for a while was people were thinking me and Doom Goblin were in a relationship. And we couldn't bed each other in 1,000 years. Let's face it. Two ships passing in the night. I like the lore stuff. It's good fun. Let's look at all this blue. What are we doing here? Man, I don't know if I asked you already, but how's your evening going, man? Shit, I forgot to do the palette. No, it needs to be way darker than that. There we go. You wanting to stream, but you're lost with what game to play. Well, what... Are you thinking what game to play in terms of what you think will do well on Twitch? Or are you thinking just in general, so what the fuck do I want to play? Because I'd always say, play whatever the fuck you want, buddy. It sounds really flippant. Plus I dropped my glasses out of the car and a car on the move. Oh my god. What the fuck were you doing? Alright, story time. How did this all come about? What happened? And more importantly, why happened? Alcohol. Oh, fair. Say no more. I get you. Tequila to be exact. Yeah. That sounds like tequila brand shenanigans. Have you got... I'm assuming you haven't got spares in that case. Well, you got to play something big and colourful, like Tetris. Some of that even your garbage eyes can see. And I'm allowed to say garbage eyes because I used to wear glasses as well. So yeah, like what was it on PS1? Was it like Bubble Bubble, Brick Break, or Tetris? Those kind of games. Big and colourful. You're trying to get through Halo but Borders Wood. Oh no. Is it not aging well? Or is it just not your jam? Or is it sort of hitting in the wrong moods? Because I found that like perfectly good games can just feel like a chore if you're just not in the right place for them. Because I found that with The Witcher 3. People always crucify me when I say that. But when I first tried The Witcher 3, I fucking couldn't fucking handle it. So annoyed by that game. It'd be so fucking rude. Same with Final Fantasy 15. Look pretty. Fucking fuck off. Really irritated me. It still does to this day. You need some RNG. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of games that do RNG. What could you be after? Things like Enter the Gungeon. I know there's a lot of people playing that at the moment. So that comes to the forefront. I've got hundreds of stuff on Steam just lost right now. A franchise to sink my teeth into. That's fair. Honestly, I found that with things like Steam, if you buy so much, you end up not wanting to play anything because you're just blinded by choice. So I purposely try not to pick things up in the Steam sale, just to try and keep that that library sort of tight. Because you end up with millions of games, and you never want to fucking play them. Like, they're never in vogue. They're never, like... There's a reason why they're 50p. Like, you know? So, I was thinking today, is there a way to, like, give games back? Can you give games back on Steam at all? You're like, I'm never going to play this. Have it back. I'll get it out of my library forever. I never wanted to be tempted again. If I am tempted in the future, that's my own decision. The FOMO of the silver sale. Oh, no, it's real. FOMO is real. And they know it. They weaponize it. They're counting on it. But I've had to, yeah, swear them off because it's that meme of like getting things in the summer sale and then just never playing them is so true. And I'd rather pay full price for a game I know I'm gonna play rather than half price for 3 games that I might play one day. You know? You have to be a special brand of bitter old man to think like that. But Aiden, I believe you can get there. With the right training, with the right tutelage, you can get there. You could be miserable like me. You'll look at the Steam Summer Sale and you'll roll your eyes. I'm gonna go, or I won't stream and sit here all night. To click close on everything and reset. Dude, take the time, man. It's good to see you always, man. Take care. Maybe get on those glasses. Get them replaced. Quick, sharp. Right, where are we with our slime boy. He's getting there. Yes, take it easy, my dude. We have the white cloth, his trousers, the red, and then his gold. So there's not actually a huge amount left. These are all like pretty small areas. I think they're small enough that I don't really need to worry about the palette on them, really. How big is the brush? A little bigger. That can be all dark. And then bring this back around for here. So these small areas are going to absolutely fly by. It's going to probably like blink and you miss it. I also think because that was white, it's basically as highlighted as it'll ever be. Roughly. Yeah, not far off. Too much white on fabric and you start to get that sort of Daz makes your whites white sort of look. Which, let's face it, it's a fantasy character. A pirate to boot. There's no Daz on the oceans. That's on that. It's just down here, so. Most of this is going to be in shadow, if I'm honest. Because these are all like in a leg, so very little light gets to it, if any at all, really. No reason I'm going to do any sort of highlighting is because this back leg is technically in shadow. Oh no, sorry, it's in light because it's behind him. This one, however, is like basically entirely in shadow. You want to basically forget that that bit's there. Nope, don't want to reference it. We want a clipping mask, please. Right, the reds, they're really fucking vibrant. They stand out. I'm actually going to do a palette for this real quick, like. There we go. I'm going to go to the airbrushing again. So I don't use the airbrush nearly as much as I feel like I should do. So this has been a little bit of like an educational thing for me as well, as like putting stuff out there for you guys. So I don't tend to colour much of what I draw. I'm more about the inks and the black work than anything else. Right, how are we going to do all these little beady beads? Mostly like this. It's probably the easiest way. And this. All this will be shadowed just behind his head. And then more like this. So we can be a little bit more random here, just because it's a feather and it's one of those big sort of like peacock feathers, so it's a little bit more sort of all over the place as an item anyway. So we don't need to be quite as judicious, is the word I'm going to go for that, about how we colour it properly, or shade it rather. And we just want to create the shadow in the middle so it looks like it's really like coming out. There you go. So you can see it's haphazard as fuck, but it works. I'm going to reduce it a little bit to get some sharper lines for the highlights. Oh, nope. That's the wrong layer. There we go. See, now we fuck it up. We can take it all off. We can undo it. Right. This round and then. Basically, this bit is all in light. I think this will be mostly in light as well, and then all along here. All along here. Just get that illusion of like an edge highlight. Perfect. And here and here. Just gonna get every bead, pretty much. And I think that is the only highlight we'll do on that. And alright, gold time. Gold is the last colour before we are onto background work. I still have no idea what I want to do with the background. Honestly. Nope. My default is always like just a little bit of paper. Oh no, I hate that. That's horrible. Better. That was too neon for what we need. Airbrushing, that's what we want. Start with the buckle, and then we've got actually a surprising number of little gold embellishments. I don't know why I start with the buckle. Really, we should go like from the top down. What's going on with the music? Get something more up-tempo back. There we go. That's what we like to hear. Keep this on, this down here, and this here. Basically all in shadow. And I think up here. Alright, now we're chewing through this. And just give this a little bit more shape than it maybe has before. And little bits at the belt of the, I don't know what you call them, like shin guards, like wellies, almost waders. It's a little bit of because I always like that with well done pirates. They're all high fashion. They're all about stealing treasure, but they still have to be competent seamen. So they're gonna have these bits on outfits which are purely for function rather than fashion. So having like tough leather sort of waders on him. Yeah, that's gonna really pop that center. Not sure what's going on with the music now. It's all the weird Tekken music from like the endings and stuff. Oh, we've run out of stage music. Just like your bread and butter. It's now just the weird stuff. Alright, that's almost over. That's even worse. There's enough of that. Okay. This I'm alright with. It's a little bit jazzy. And boots, I think then we can call it. Right, I think we want to duplicate that real quick like. And we flatten that. Then what we can do is hue and saturation, take the brightness all the way down, and now we've got a silhouette. Ooh, you know what I've forgotten to do? Duplicate that, flatten, bring that down. And merge down. There we go. There we go. Now we've got our drop shadow. Now what we want to do is drop a little bit of a background on there. And I reckon paper is always a good shout. What to use for paper though? Fresco's usually good. Because then we can just build this up proper, like, as a texture. We really like wishy-washy with it as well. Res. Go back up to like the yellows, the oranges, and almost off-whites. Then we give it some scenic gubbins, is what I call it. The stuff that it doesn't really mean much, but it's just finishing little touches. Maybe not that. I think here and down. Take all this off. Because what's that doing now? Why are you not making a square? Not loving that, I don't think. Just a little bit, just a couple of goo bubbles. And we can duplicate that. Again, make this all the way black. What was your 51? Take the snapping off. Doesn't need it at all. I think it does. But what it does need hate signing work. Think we have him. I think that's our little goo boy. Thank you, Bio. Very gutacular. Right, I think, since that's it, should we call the evening a close? It's warm, I need to step outside and absorb some fresh air. I dare say some of you guys do as well. Even if you don't smoke, go outside and just take a smoke break. Right, we'll leave him on screen for a little longer rather than go to the just chatting screen. But who is there about to raid? Who's live? Who's alive? Oh. Captain Smudgeface. Let's raid him. Playing some Resident Evil Village. Very, very different vibes from what we're doing in here. But he's a good egg. He's part of the Overkills's gang. Really nice dude. So we'll pop it over to him. Show him some love. Show him some support. And guys, I will see you Thursday for Okami. And then Saturday for more Darkest Dungeon. If we haven't all melted by that point. See you later, my guys.